how's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So today we are going to talk about some new releases. So what I'm going to need are some glasses. I'm going to need to move on over so I have a spot to put the photos, and then let's see what we have. So today I've decided to start this with a bang. This palette, I want to say, is the most beautiful palette I have ever seen. This color story speaks to me in so many different ways. I want this so bad, but I'm going to be really good, and my fingers are crossed that in September I'll be able to pick this up. Then that it isn't limited edition. I didn't see anything. This is basically a palette, and I'm going to of course pop this here. Is a palette by Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and it seems to be a collab with Back Turtle and they did the artwork apparently, and then I think probably helped pick the color stories, because the outside of the palette definitely looks like the inside of the palette, as you can see here. These are all, as far as I know, I think they're all existing shades, maybe except for one or two, but they will be existing singles, but they've put it together in a palette instead of buying them singly. I have one of their palettes, and is it the Vivid Rose? And I really like it, and it has one of my favorite loose highlighters. I'm normally not a loose highlighter girl, but I don't know why, but I saw this one color and I liked it. I picked it up from Give Me Glow and I love it. It is one of my favorites. So if I want a nice ethereal glow, that's where I go. But I know a lot of people were saying that they had the color Limeade, which is absolutely gorgeous. But this color story is like literally everything to me. So it is coming soon, but I think I'd heard July 12th. So if that's the case, that would be Tuesday. And anyways, it's called the Nightlife palette. And it says to create this strip design, which I don't know what this means, but I guess it's going through their singles and adding in some new colors and putting them together with this gorgeous vibe. I just love this so much. Greens with blues, that little pop of orange. I love it. This is like, if I wasn't trying really hard to be really good, I so would have picked up this palette. But we've so far been no purchases in June, and then for July, what day is it today? Is today the 9th, I believe? Yeah, so it's the 9th, and I've still not bought any makeup or skincare or anything like that. So anywho, if I was going to cave in, it would have been this palette. This is like, seriously, I mean, look at it. It is the most beautiful color story. I love it so much. So fingers crossed it'll still be available. I know when you bought the palettes versus when you pick out singles to put them in empty, usually the palettes are a better price. I didn't see a price, so I don't know if there was one available. That is the one that was tempting me this month to break my no buy, but I'm not going to do it. So next up, now this one, I've looked at this brand a few times before, and again, I'll pop up a photo here. So this is Martina Cosmetics. You can get it now on Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay, yes. And it is this beautiful palette here. It looks like it also came with a clear lip gloss and a red liquid lip, but it is just kind of this palette here. I love the green outer packaging. I love, as you can see here inside, it has that the black and white motif, and then this beautiful color story here. It does give me a little bit of shades of Mr. Jefferson Starship with the color story, the thicker packaging, the embossings inside. This is really good. I remember this being a little expensive as well. I think it's a pretty expensive brand. I should have researched this a little bit before, because I thought I had, as usual, thought I had saved something. But let's see here. Okay, so we're back. I just quickly went on to the Beauty Bay. In Canadian dollars, the Martine's Diner eyeshadow palette would be $71. Which is a little bit more than their previous one, the 1988 palette, which was $63.75, but it could be just because it's an older one. Let's see if this one says anything about, so this one is 18 shade eyeshadow palette, but it doesn't say, oh, it's got matte, chrome, and creamy iridescent shades. So it's nothing like any duochromes or anything. So that is a little expensive. And I'm going to quickly look at ingredients here. So this could be okay. Excellent. So anyways, that is the Martine Diner palette. Be about $71 Canadian as per the Beauty Bay website. And it's a really, really beautiful palette. This definitely, like I said, I've seen this brand kicking around a bit before. I always knew that they were a little bit more on the pricey side, but if I was going to pick one, little pin-up girl on the cover there, this would be the one that I would get. So there we go. Now let's go to something a little bit less expensive, and let's jump over to our friends e.l.f. I didn't grab too much information here because, you know, e.l.f. is cheap and cheerful. I thought this was really, really pretty. So I thought, you'll see the collection here. There are 4 pot liners, and I love pot liners. And there is this cute little eyeshadow palette. It's basically almost a rainbow palette, but it has mattes with corresponding shimmers. It's a 12 pan. It's really, really cute. So I really like that. So again, if I was looking for something that was a little bit of a pop of color, we needed something that wasn't that expensive, I think this would be really nice. And the swatches look really nice too. Yeah, those are really, really nice. I would totally get me some e.l.f. I can get them usually at the drugstore or buy online, but I always find that we don't always get the we usually get the regular palettes, but we won't get any of the limited edition ones. I've never seen them here, but this one looks like something that I would be able to get here, and I believe it is out now. Like I said, I just grabbed it because I liked the color story, and if you were looking for something affordable, e.l.f. is always nice, except for one of the mini palettes. Everything I've tried from e.l.f. I've really liked. This is a pretty light week. I've just got a few more things. So this one we had talked about in a previous release discussion. We'd only had a couple colors to show, but we now have the full collection. So I'll pop that up here. And this is, I got this via Trend Mood. And anyways, this is the new Nomad Cosmetics. I'm a huge fan of Nomad Cosmetics. I've got about half a dozen or so of their palettes. Maybe a couple more, but I think about half a dozen at least. And anyways, I really like them. I love their quality. I love their color stories. And this one, yeah, so this is inspired by the colorful gardens and markets found in Provence. 15 vibrant shades from pink roses and red poppy to sunflower yellows and rich honey. And then it's finished with a family of purples, of soft lavenders to deep aubergine, 10 mattes and 5 delightful shifting shimmers. And it is $39, but again, if you use the code TRENDMOOD, you can get 10% off. And I believe if you use Angelica, you get 10% off as well. But yeah, I love Nomad Cosmetics, and this is going to be out on July 12th. It's also Tuesday. Looks like Tuesday is going to be a busy day for brands. But like I said, I love Nomad Cosmetics. I love this color story. If I was just or was able to spend money, I think I would pick this one up too. I'm actually kind of digging that the last few weeks have been pretty light on releases, and the majority of things that I've been seeing have actually been really nice and really thought out. Nomad, of course, always really thinks out their palettes and their themes from where they've traveled, and I think this is really beautiful. Thank you, Trend Mood, for the photo. And then I'll stick this up here too, because this one has the swatches. I got this from Indie Makeup Hotspot, and you can just have a little bit of a closer look at the collection here with some various swatches. So that is really nice. So next up on my list is, I got an email on this, and this is a whole collection, and it is because I really do love pastels. I really do like this brand's quality, and I usually like their pricing too. And it is a Juvia's Place, and this is their Garden of Juvias palette, and this is the Garden of Juvias collection. Oh my goodness. Words are hard. That's a theme on my channel. So anyways, so first off here, we'll pop that here for $25 is the Garden of Juvias palette. And it's some beautiful pastel purples, a little bit of almost more corally pinks, some greens, orange and yellow. This is really, really pretty. Was it Angelica I was mentioning that because they had discontinued the Douce or Duce palette. I never knew quite how to pronounce it, but anywho, I have that palette and I really do enjoy it. And this is just a nicely bigger one. And then of course this is now in their square shaped pans. And it is, what is it, 4, 8, 12, 16 palette. And yeah, so then here are the little bit closer looking colors. And also part of this collection, we have some liquid eyeliners. They're $15. They come in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different colors, from white, lilac, aqua. These look really good and I really like to try them. I did, when I started this look, had a yellow eyeliner, but then I tried something and it didn't work, so now we're down to a black eyeliner. But I do like colored liners and I would definitely like to give these a shot here. So those were $15 each. There's 10 shades. They're water resistant and they claim to wear all day. And then they also have, and again, I'm not a lip gloss person, though I do not mind the Juvias. Oh, and as we're talking about Juvia's Place, oops, it just went away. Of course they messaged me. Hold on, let's go see if I can show this here. And there we go. 25% off newness. Why? Why? Stop. Stop. No. I have no money. Gonna behave. Not gonna do it. But anyways, they have here 3 lip glosses in Pink Bay, which looks orange, Flower Girl, and Lavender. There we go. It's kind of like an aqua-y color is the Flower Girl, Lavender, of course, lavender. But the one that's called Pink Bay, I'll pop them up here, definitely look more orange. But anyways, they're $14 each, and I didn't see if they were bundles. There probably will be bundles, but that's what I've got here. And yeah, I would be very tempted with this. It is very summery. Well, actually even more springy, but spring, summer, beautiful, colory vibes. This would be great for weddings and garden parties. And yeah, I really, really do like this. So I would totally like to have the palette, definitely a couple of the liners. Probably all 3 of the glosses, to be honest. I do, that aqua is a lot of fun. But looking at, and then you can see in the photo there on the swatches, does definitely give a slightly more pinky lip. And then, so I'm guessing Flower Girl is going to show up a little bit more clear. And then the lavender does seem to have a lavender, but then I don't know if they're having a lip liner underneath to give them more of a milky texture, but they look really, really nice. So now for the next one, I don't really have any information. I don't know if we've gotten any more since I looked yesterday, but let me take a look just in case they sneaked anything more. Not really. Okay, so we'll see the cover here. This is from Martina Cosmetics. This is the Primal palette. And it, the only thing they have sneak peeked was a beautiful yellow that is called, what is it called? Ray? Yeah, it's like a ray of sunshine. So that is really beautiful. And then apparently the creator, along with her dad, were working on ideas together, and this palette was one of the last ones they'd done together, which I think is very beautiful. Like she says, the yellow like rays of sunshine, my daddy's name is also Ray. Aw, that's so lovely. So anyways, I do like Blend Bunny. I have their Surge palette. which I really like. The blends palette was a little bit too rainbowy for me, and plus I had some. If I didn't, I would have gotten it, but I'm curious to see what the Primal would be. It hasn't given any more information as to when it's coming out, but if the colors are like anything that's on the cover, this is going to be a stunning palette, and if it's their regular quality, it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm curious to see what this looks like. And again, I'm not going to buy it because I'm on a firm no buy, but I know people who love Blend Bunny, and I think this one is going to do incredibly well. So let's see what we've got next here. I think I just have one more thing. Wow, like I said, this is going to be a relatively short week, and this here, I can pop it right here. I managed to quickly, from Clarity's website, they had a little video clip, so I managed to quickly do a screenshot here, so you'll see the color story here, and then I did another partial screen grab here with the information. And anyways, this was their full reveal of their Lily palette. And then it says this video doesn't do the palette justice. I had seen actually a sneak peek photo, and at first when I saw the photo I was like, and then I saw the video and I'm like, no, actually the video does make it look better, but again, things definitely do look way different in person. But I quite like this. I'm really leaning towards the last 4 shades of the purple with that kind of green, but then that teal is really pretty, and I love orange. So this is nice. So this palette has 5 matte pressed pigments, 1 extreme multi-chrome, 1 duochrome, and 3 foiled pressed pigments. So that looks nice, and then it's launching at 10 a.m. Central Time on July 15th, would it be Friday, and it will be $48. I've been really wanting to try Clarity Cosmetics. Their last palette looked really beautiful, but this looks really nice too. One day I will get there and I will get to trying some Clarity Cosmetics. So there we go. So what did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th, well, 6 that we've got more info on that I really like, and then 1 more of a sneak peek from the Blend Buddies. But these look really, really good. I'm quite impressed. But I'm poor. I have no money and I want to know why. But if you're looking for amazing color stories, I think all these definitely do, especially that Give Me Glow. Wow, that is so beautiful. So if you're into like the colors that I like, which are greens and blues and turquoises, I also like yellow and orange. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So I think out of all of these, if I was like, okay, you had to buy one, which one would you buy? It would be the Give Me Glow for sure. Yeah. So that's it for me today. That's my quick look at some new releases that are interesting me, and that if I wasn't on a no buy, that I would buy. So as you can see, even for a week of not that many releases, that would be a big chunk of cash. But yeah, so there we go. If you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still talk new releases together. So as always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.